Hey everyone, this is Jennifer. It is time for my weekly reset planning session. This is where I sit down and kind of map out my week on a Saturday, Sunday for the next week, or sometimes 2 weeks out, just so I have a good game plan. And today I'm going to be doing that in my day designer. So Day Designer launch is coming up on September 10th, and I don't know about the timing of these videos, but the 10th, that's the day for 2026 planners. I really wanted to do this plan with me in the mini weekly. This was the planner that was sent to me for review. When I did the unboxing, I just was smitten with this planner. So I did actually go online and order the academic start of this exact same planner. I think I even got the same cover. This is oh so lovely. I just think it's stunning. And so when that arrives, I'll be doing a weekly plan with me in there. But for today, I am using my Day Designer Mini Daily version. And we are looking at, I think, week 35, 36, something like that, starting with Monday, September 1st. And I thought it would be nice to use a back to school kit. This is a September kit from Planner Kate. I don't know how all the stickers will work in here because I did plan on being in the Erin Condren dashboard planner when I purchased these kits, but I think we can make some of these work. Like, these are gonna be just fine. So yeah, let's jump into that. So I really need to turn back here because this is the next week's section on Saturday and Sunday, and I might want to include some stuff down here. I will be using my Sarasa mark-on and maybe some of these Tombow markers. I've been living under a rock, I guess. I live in a very small town, like middle of cornfield, Illinois, and I was at a work training out of town and they had a Michael's, and I'm like, there's never been a Michael's close to me. I always have to drive like an hour and a half, so it just doesn't happen. But it was there in this city that's close to me, and I went in and I'm like, seriously, this is the first time I've seen like Tombow markers around my area, planning supplies. So I did geek out just a little bit, planner girl freak out moment, and purchase these. Not a bad purchase. I know I will use these, but it was nice seeing some of these things close to me in Cornfield, Illinois. And I think what I want to put down here is my content for the week. So we'll start with YouTube. I think for sure I want this to be like my daily, weekly, typical Saturday video. That would be here. And we will use one of these markers. We'll start with this 491, and I'll put my YouTube schedule up here towards the top. That's very minimal, so I like that. I was hoping these colors would be very light on the page. And so this would be, I guess I need to figure out what week it is. It will be week 36. I also just filmed a like a freebie video. I found these freebie scripture cards that were fall themed. I redid the deco in my traveler's notebook. These are from Cozy Planner, and I think I want that video to be Mondays or Thursdays. We'll do Thursday's video. So again, same color. Okay, and then I also do some posting for Planner Kate's socials, so I'm gonna make note of that, and I'm gonna use this really light, almost white. It's number 20, and I have something ready for Monday and Wednesday. I'm gonna leave this one blank because I have several options and I need to decide what that's going to be. There's also a blog post, so we'll use a different color for that. And that's on Thursday the 4th. And I think that's all I need to get down in that little section for the next week here. Don't have September planned in here, but today we're focusing on these daily pages. All right, so we have this back to school kit, kit 740, and I'm gonna go through here and pull the sheets that I think I will use to prep all of these daily pages. Okay, so I have some of those sheets here. I definitely want to start with the daily duo sheets. I did grab the sampler for this welcome back to school, and these are for the 7x9 planner, but again, I think I can make it work. And we'll just start with, I like this blue header, so we're going to do that, and we'll cover up the top here. I might out this quote. This is Tombow whiteout, and it works really well on white, bright white paper like the Erin Condren or Day Designer, or even plum paper planners. And then we will trim this down. I have an old Walmart gift card apparently in my pin pouch, so that will work as a straight edge. So we'll prep 2 days here. I don't think I need to prep all 7 days. Don't need to work that far ahead in a daily planner. And then we'll use the headers off of this. So I don't even know, is tomorrow Monday the 1st? I think it is. Didn't sound right in my head, but it definitely is. Labor Day weekend. And then, of course, as I sit down to plan the rest of the days in my week, I have the rest of this sheet that I can use there. And we'll do maybe this back to school, welcome back to school sticker over here on Tuesday, since Monday we don't have school at all. And I think I might be able to trim it down to fit in this box. That's for gratitude. There we go. And then let's concentrate on what I need to get done here on Monday. I do not really use the do dinner dollars and don't forget section, so I thought maybe these would work, but I think maybe they're a little, are they too wide? Oh, but I could trim them down. That's perfect. So I'm going to cover this here with this plum paper checklist, and then I can just trim it down. And I'll go ahead and put one over here. That way it's ready to go. Now, Monday we don't have school, so I feel like I need to mark that first. There is a script for that on the sampler, I believe. Yeah, the one that says no school. But I also feel like one of these dash labels would be cute. We'll leave the time showing, and then we'll layer the no school on top of that. I also think this journaling kit is super cute. I love the little pencils, so I want to use this torn piece of washi down here at the bottom to kind of cover up some of that note section. And with no school, I don't have any work meetings, obviously, and I don't really have anything planned for the day as far as scheduled stuff for myself. So my husband is going on a fishing trip, so I'll go ahead and put that down. I think they plan to do that around 8 a.m. And then we will probably play pickleball in the evening. We'll put it down at the 6 o'clock spot. And then tomorrow will be, of course, a Monday off of work, and that is typically when I would really hit the things that I need to get done, that I've just kind of been on the back burner. One of those has been updating our church records. I am the treasurer for our church, and so I have some things that I've been meaning to get done. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down on the to-do list. And then I am not teaching Sunday school this week, but I will the next week. And while I have the day off, it might be nice just to get the lesson planned for that. So I'm going to add that as well. I also have several things to do for sorority, one of those being our records upkeep. And I also need our order list to be finished for sorority. If I have time, I also want to get a head start on some blog work. And then in the top 3, my Instagram was hacked. It is back up. But I have done some serious reflection lately on that, and I wanted to share my thoughts because, yeah, let's just say it's been insightful to say the least. I also desperately need to get our weekly meal plans done, which also means a grocery trip at some point. My son has not told me, but picture day is like Wednesday, so surprise. He needs a haircut and probably an outfit, so I'll just make a note for like school picture prep. And then if I have time, I'll do some YouTube editing. I don't need to list the details out because all of that is kept in my TN. I know my mom will have the day off from the bank where she works, so I might just put in here like out to Oma's or maybe a lunch. And then luckily I did all of my deep cleaning and weekly reset stuff on Saturday, so we're pretty much set for cleaning. I might actually dust the family room because I feel like that needs to just be done again. Yeah, I think that's good. So that is where I'm going to wrap this plan with me up. I didn't use all of the stickers, but I think this is a good balance because I do love stickers, but I do love white space. If you don't know that about me, it's just personal preference. But this is going to be a good list for me to start on tomorrow, with also like remembering that it's okay to not be doing something all of the time and getting some extra rest in. So thank you guys for joining me for my weekly / daily plan with me for the week. If you have questions about anything, let me know. Thanks for being here. See you next time.